Start the night on the ice at the Tyson Events Center, where the Sioux City Musketeers hosted the Des Moines Buccaneers in a regular season contest. But on top of that, they inducted their 4th member to their Ring of Honor tonight. The Musketeers honored former captain Walt Johnson as their newest inductee into the team's Ring of Honor. Johnson is the sole inductee this season after they inducted 3 last year. He played for the Musketeers from 1976 to 79 and served as the Musketeers captain in his final 2 seasons with the organization. He finished his playing career as the number 2 scorer in the history of the Sioux City Musketeers, and even today, over 50 years later, he's still number 4 all time. He joins the team's founder, Gary Lipschutz, Jim Peck, an all-star defenseman and one of Johnson's former teammates, and Scott Schofstall, who was the USHL's MVP in 1985 and won a championship with the Muskies in '86.
It's just amazing. I'm really proud that they took the time to make this presentation, and my family's really tickled, and it's just a great time, great night.
Johnson has now been honored at the Tyson Events Center and at the Sioux City Auditorium, and tonight the Musketeers honored him on the ice as well. They defeated the Des Moines Buccaneers 4-1 the final in that one.